sample from the dolphins from that position, which is much more impressive than it might sound to you initially because these animals live in the water. They can go to the bathroom anytime they want. So for us to ask for a voluntary urine sample is pretty impressive that they would participate in that. And not only are husbandry behaviors important, physical activity is also pretty important as well. These animals will be highly energetic and active in the oceans around the planet. But here at the aquarium, it's important for us to make sure that they are also being physically active, just like we would be if you were going for a jog or a run. And what you're seeing Helen demonstrate here is a bit of a flip, Hannah, doing a bit of a tail walk. And these types of behaviors allow us to make sure that the dolphins are physically active. That is very important to us. Now what you're actually seeing right now is with this flip behavior, it's actually a behavior that the trainers are currently working on. You might be wondering what on earth is that very large Q-tip that Christy is holding? That's actually a target pole. And what Helen has been trained to do is look at that target and kind of follow it. So by using the target pole for Helen to follow, what they're trying to do is guide her into the shape they're encouraging her to actually have. So very cool to see these behaviors working while they are in progress and how that all happens. Now not only is physical activity important for the dolphins, we want to make sure that they are mentally active as well. Some of the behaviors that we ask the dolphins to do allow us to make sure that their mind is mentally active. Now think of it this way, when you are at home, perhaps you're playing computer games that challenge your brain, perhaps you're doing Sudoku or crossword puzzles or something like that. It's good for us to challenge our brain. It's a muscle we need to work as well. By asking the dolphins for some of these behaviors, we are also able to work their brain. So even a new behavior, like slapping your tail on the water, or perhaps even that flip you're seeing, are all ways that we can encourage the dolphins to be mentally active. Now you're seeing why we train, but how on earth do we train dolphins? In fact, as you're seeing from Hannah here, just how fast she can swim. In fact, we demonstrate both speeds of 35 kilometers an hour. That's about 24 miles per hour. And in fact, those speeds and all of the things you're seeing are very incredibly trained. Now you might notice the trainers using their hands in different ways to ask for different behaviors. The hand signals you're seeing the trainers use are language specific to the dolphin trainers and the dolphins here specifically at the Vancouver Aquarium. Other aquariums may have different hand signals that mean different things or maybe same things. But what's so important is the dolphins are learning those hand signals. Now I've also mentioned that the dolphins are choosing to participate in the training. You may have heard me mention that a couple times. That's so important because you're seeing the dolphins interact with their trainers. They're absolutely choosing to be here right now. They can choose to not participate, that's totally fine. But what happened is the trainers would ask for behavior, the dolphins can choose not to do it, and the trainers would move on trying with other behaviors. Now, for any of those of you who have ever taken psychology, you might have heard of something called operant conditioning. More easily considered, it's basically positive reinforcement. So the trainers ask for behaviors, you'll see the dolphins participating, and you probably will see some sort of positive reward given after that behavior is done. Now, can anyone tell me what you think a good type of positive reward for a dolphin might be?
Let's go.
Fish. One person way over there, nice and loud. Fish is absolutely a very good positive reward. And throughout this training session, you might be seeing the trainers give the dolphins fish at different times. Now, it's very important that fish is not the only positive reward that the dolphins are getting. They can get other things as well. You might be noticing the trainers sometimes clapping, smiling, and pointing at the dolphins, which allows them to give a positive reward, but you folks can help us as well.
Wow, again.
If you found that impressive, give them a round of applause. Your positive body language also helps these dolphins. And that's so important about this training session. You're helping us to train the dolphins, and we thank you for that. So important, and how we do it is so important. They choose to participate. Positive reward given at the right time is also very important. Now, sometimes maybe it's not food, maybe it's not clapping. You might notice the trainers actually asking for certain behaviors that perhaps the dolphins may find rewarding. You may see a cool movement like that. I've never seen that before. That is cool. That deserves a round of applause. It's like a shark swim. That's pretty awesome. You might also see the trainers touching the dolphins. So it's very important that it's always a positive the aquarium. Now, with all the training that you're seeing done with the dolphins here, not only does it allow for us to care for them specifically, it allows us to also care for dolphins in the ocean as well. You may have noticed as you've been looking at the bodies of Hannah and Helen, in the case of Helen, her pectoral flippers are a little bit shorter than those of Hannah. The reason that her pectoral flippers are shorter is, in fact, both of these dolphins were found entangled in fixed fishing nets off the coast of Japan. They were actually found by fishermen who called a rescue center. They were taken to that center in Japan where they were given high, top-quality health care. Now, in fact, these dolphins, what happened was they were deemed non-releasable. What that means is they could not go back into the ocean based on the level of their injuries or how long they were at a facility. Right there, you were able to kind of compare the length of their pectoral flippers to each other. So right now, we are so lucky to have Hannah and Helen here at the aquarium as they serve as an ambassador for their species. People like yourselves are able to come here and learn more about these incredible dolphins, learn more about how we train the dolphins and how we care for the dolphins. Now, as I mentioned, they were entangled in fixed fishing nets, and that's a common occurrence of what can happen for these stunning creatures in the ocean. And one of the ways that you can help is being careful about where our garbage goes. In fact, coming up in September, the Vancouver Aquarium has a program called the Great Canadian Shoreline Cleanup, where you can help clean up the oceans, the rivers, and the streams of British Columbia or wherever you live. You can sign up and pick up all that stuff and make sure that animals like Hannah and Helen don't become entangled in our waste, because
Cool.
as you see them demonstrate right here, they are stunning creatures who absolutely deserve to live in the oceans. And after a display like that, absolutely give them a round of applause. Well, you learned today how we are able to care for these stunning dolphins. Animal health care is our #1 priority. And on behalf of